Yo guys, what is going on? Insanity coming back at you today with another Division 2 video, and today we're going to go ahead and do the entire run through of the weekly vendor reset for June 14th, 2019. To go ahead and start things out over at Cassie Mendoza, the gun runner, we have 5 high ends to go ahead and check out. The So-Call of Concern knee pads, gear score 493, 26.9k armor, 3.5% critical hit chance, and 3% cooldown reduction. Next, we have the 511 tactical backpack, 479 gear score, 36.3k armor, 6% critical hit damage, 14,900 health, and 8,700 armor with the Safeguard and Destructive talents. Next, you have the So-Call of Concern chest piece, 478 gear score, 42.8k armor, and this one's got 4 different attributes on it. 5% headshot damage, 7% critical hit damage, 3% weapon damage, and 267 skill power with the Insulated talent. Here we have the named weapon of the week. We have the Artist Tool SIG 716 CQB. You call it war, we call it art. The hyenas. I'm going to have to go ahead and check everything to see if I actually have that, and I'm pretty sure I do. And last at this vendor, we have the LVOAC, the rifle, 23.6k damage. Again, this is all going to be based on your build, so the damage may differ if, compared to what I have, but it's got the boomerang, accurate, and Westcully talents. All right, that's going to go ahead and wrap things up for Cassie Mendoza. Let's go ahead and make our way on over to the White House. All right, now that we've made it over to the main base of operations, we have a few things to go ahead and check out. First things first, on this Petrov Defense Group Superior backpack, I wouldn't even look at that. That's blah. All right, Douglas and Harding mask, 18.2k armor with 7% cooldown reduction and 10,600 health with the restorative talent. Next, you have the Petrov Defense Group holster, 29.5k armor, 179 skill power, 6% critical hit damage, and 6,900 health. And we have the Police UMP45 SMG, 469 gear score, 17.5k damage with perpetuation, extra, and transmission. All right, let's go. I highly doubt. I'm just going to go ahead and check this, but we're going to go check out the clan vendor. I mean, it really hasn't changed all that much, but if it has, great. If it hasn't, then I'll just cut it out. We'll see what happens. All right. Arali holding. Filler up, 13.5% critical hit damage. Arali holdings again, but on the 9% shotgun. 5% critical hit chance, 4.5% weapon damage. On the ropes, that backpack actually isn't that bad. Just roll off destructive, and that's pretty good for damage, I'd say. Another Raleigh Holdings gloves, 306%. Yeah. 14% critical hit damage on this Alp Summit arraignment backpack. That's not bad at all. Tech support, capacitive, Petrov defense, 462 skill power, cooldown reduction, tech support, and hardened. Maybe. Black Market M60. We have Spike, extra, and greased, and not the right talents to go ahead and make it awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's completely up to you guys. Let's go ahead and make our way on over to the campus. Alrighty, over here at the campus settlement, we have a Petrov Defense Group chest piece, 35,000 armor, 169 skill power, 4.5% critical hit chance, 6% critical hit damage, 13% headshot damage with the payload talent. Overlord Arraignment's knee pads, 461 gear score with 22.6k armor, 13,600 health with the hard hitting talent. I believe there is a project going on this week for donating hard hitting, so if you need it, you can go ahead and pick up a couple of these and donate away. Sausage 12, 478 gear score, 48.3k damage with Spike, Stable, and Zen. And then the Alp Summit gloves, 465 gear score, 17.4k armor with 11% LMG damage. To all of you out there that are looking for gloves with LMG damage, this one might be a pickup for you because that is pretty decent LMG damage overall with the 2-order talent. Grenades can now be cooked by holding the fire button, making them explode earlier. All right, let's go ahead and head on over to the theater, shall we? All right, over at the theater, we have 2 high ends to check out. The Gila Guard backpack, 455 gear score, really low there. 35.3k armor, 13,000 health, 3% critical hit damage, and 241 skill power with on the ropes and hard hitting. Our Raleigh Holdings gloves, 460 gear score, 18.8k armor, 9% marksman rifle damage. Again, if you're already rocking that, MK17, that may do something for you there. And it rolled with the kneecap talent. So yeah, if you need that, pick that little guy up. When it comes to these two, optimized, eyeless, extra, reformation, nothing to really roll on over to that. So now let's head on over to the Dark Zone. All right, our first stop here in the DZ is going to be over at DZ East. We have a Petrov Defense Group chest piece, 478 gear score, 36.3k armor, 253 skill power, 16,900 armor. Wow, that's a lot of armor on top of the armor that's already on it. 7.5% critical hit damage and 4% weapon damage with Mad Bomber for the talent. Next, you have the Murakami Industries knee pads, 482 gear score, 23.2k armor, and 11.5% armor for total armor added to that. Entrench headshots from cover repair 10% of your armor using a rifle or marksman rifle weapon. So yeah. Our Raleigh Holdings gloves, 465 gear score, 17.8k armor, 6% critical hit chance with the destructive talent, and you got an MG5 at 468 gear score, 12.7k damage with ignited, allegro, and rooted. Woo! All right, let's head on over to DZ South. All right, here over at Dark Zone South, we have a couple of things to go ahead and check out here. There's 3 superior items when it comes to stuff to roll. 4.5% weapon damage, that's pretty low. Restorative. And this little guy right here, yeah, when it comes to the superiors, ignore him completely, but we do have a high-end black market M60, 465 gear score, 18.2k damage with Strained, Allegro, and Zen. So yeah, let's go ahead and make our way on over to the final stop, way on over at DZ West for our final stop here in this week's complete vendor reset, rather it be from Cassie Mendoza in the light zone all through the dark zone. I make sure to go ahead and take care of you guys each and every single week. I'm always glad to go ahead and get these things done. I do enjoy doing them, and man, do they put my voice through one hell of a workout, I'll definitely say. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the final vendor here has in store for us. Here at DZ West, we have 3 high ends and 1 superior. Starting out with the Raleigh Holdings holster, 457 gear score, 25.3k armor with 12.5% critical hit damage with the capacitive talent. And the superior here, I would just ignore. I wouldn't even bother with it. We have another RNK backpack, 472 gear score, 35.8k armor with 11.5% critical hit damage, 2% critical hit chance, and 103 skill power with tech support and hard hitting. There's a lot of stuff with hard hitting this week. All right. And for the final piece of this entire thing, we have a military M870, 479 gear score, 124,000 damage. When, as we all know, shotguns have high damage. They always do. And the talents, we have Strained, Distance, and Rooted. All right, guys, be sure to go ahead and sign off in the comments down below. What did you think of this week's vendor reset? Is there anything there that you need to go ahead and pick up? Something you don't already have? Or is this just a complete dud and maybe some things you need to go ahead and try and use for projects to donate to get those things taken care of? Anyways, be sure to go ahead and drop a like if you haven't already. Sub if you're brand new to the channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.